All right, friends, we back with another video on our favorite coach, the gym slave, fitness, lifting slave, lifter, JasonBlaha, strength and baloney fitness. Well, my God, he looks so old here in this picture. He looks like Grandpa. Grandpa, what are you doing there? Growing your pecs, are ya? Will always improve your raw bench press. Oh, really? Growing your pecs, eh? How they grow? How they grow? How much could they grow? What if they grow? What if they grow artificially? You just put water in there. They do it that do anything special or what? Let's review this video.
Hey everybody, it's JasonBlaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about something I've observed over the decades, something I've had to come to terms with as a coach, had to come to terms with looking at the data, looking at my own.
Yes, he has to have come to grips and terms as a coach. Man, this is the worst coach in the world. I'd never want to have a coach like this, trust me.
Clients looking at lifters, for 25 years. One of the big problems we have with building a big bench press is that there's so many misnomers about it, and people don't want to accept that it really is a chest exercise, and that the chest will always be the primary mover in the bench. In any study that you ever look at on the bench press, it's always chest activation leading the way. Different grips, different techniques, different things can cause more tricep recruitment, more shoulder recruitment, but by and large...
Yes, recruitment, you're recruiting. Factory workers, they recruit too, and they lift boxes really up high on those shelves. They have to use their pectorals and their shoulder muscles. Definitely, yes. A lot of people in labor jobs, they use a lot of their pectoral and their shoulder muscles. What about it, Blaha? I don't really see them growing. I don't know.
The pecs will always take the brunt of the weight. And this is one of the things I've noticed people go out.
Yes, the pecs do take the grunt of the weight. What about it, man? Look, you're lifting this lifting slave here. Your coach. He keeps talking about your pectorals and all of this. What about look how much he can bench. I see a kid here that can bench 285, and he's smaller than Blaha, and it's not even practice strength. It's his natural strength. Look, this is not practice. This is his natural strength. 285.
Let's go, Yaya! Let's go, Yaya! This is a strength.
So that says a lot right there, okay?
100, 600 pounds of force.
That kid, that was his natural strength right there, okay? His natural strength, bro. That's not even practiced strength, for fuck's sakes. And the kid he's a child, for fuck's sakes. He's not even a grown man or anything, okay? So it just goes to show you, people do have natural strength out there, some people. Hello? He can bench press more than Blaha, your coach, who's practiced.
There's the guys with the biggest chests usually move big numbers on the bench.
Did that kid look like he had a big chest and he's moving big numbers? The kid weighs like, I don't know, 90 pounds? 90 pounds, and he benched like 285, like tripled his weight. Hello?
Capable of it. Now, am I saying that building other muscles doesn't help? No, I'm not saying that at all.
What the hell is Blaha fucking talking about? He's insane, man.
Bigger triceps should, in theory, contribute, but that's true with any big exercise.
Bigger triceps, again, what if your triceps are big but they're filled with like water, like glycogen? Will they contribute to the lift? Will they help the lift? I don't know. You see, glycogen really enhances performance. It does enhance performance somewhat. You perform better, kind of enhances it somewhat, I guess. But it could corrupt you too at the same time, because carbohydrates, it's based on sugars, polysaccharides, saccharides, it's sugar, bro. Your mitochondria function better on animal fat. You'll find you have more energy if you eat meat and a high-fat animal fat diet. You have better energy. but you'll conk out eventually. You'll keep conking out. That's why you have to keep eating these carbohydrates. You have to keep replenishing that drug stack, that drug supply, because sugar is a drug. Carbohydrates, really, they're drugs, man. They got sugar in it.
If you build any of the primary movers up bigger and stronger, a lift is going to go up. Okay, a lift is going to go up.
Your lift is going to go up when your body adapts by giving you more androgen receptors for that force production, where the molecules have somewhere to bind to them. Yeah, man, it's an adaptation process. Your problem with your coach is he's so daft. He's so daft that he can't reflect on the natural world and see and look from outside in to see what these adaptations are in the body. Why does your body adapt to certain things? What is the adaptation process? How does it exactly work? Why does your body adapt? See what I mean? Why do you come in the first time you get a newbie gain, and then you get this ultrastructural muscle injury, and then the satellite cell fuses and then it hypertrophies, but then it never happens again? Why? Why does it? Why does it make the muscle stronger now? Why are they resilient from getting busted a second time? Why is the repeated bout effect protecting muscle from repeated bouts? Why does it go to type 1 motor units? Why in trained athletes in high volume training, now that they're trained, they're not untrained anymore, they don't get any more of this these muscle cells so that they can further this MND size domain, this myonuclear domain? Why are they getting sarcoplasmic hypertrophy? Oh, why are they coming in frequently now, lifting in the gym frequently? See what I mean? Why are they getting storage of glycogen in the muscle? Why are they misconstruing glycogen as muscle? Why? Why are all these things happening? Why? See what I mean? Why, when you take creatine, you get your muscles saturate with water? It just water muscles all over the place. Why does it increase your force? Somewhat, they say it increases your force production. Why is that? Because it's enhanced performing. Get it? It's enhanced performing. Can glycogen enhance your performance? Of course it can. You understand me? Filling it up with an energy source. It can definitely enhance your performance. How? By aiding in lifting somewhat heavier, for sure. Yeah, man. So these are all adaptation processes. Shit, man.
No matter what, to some extent, at least we'll raise the potential. But one of the things I've noted as a coach with a lot of my lifters, if I take a lifter who has really weak triceps and their triceps are weak linked on their bench, okay?
It's like this. You're running really fast, but your body doesn't know why you're running. Your body doesn't know why you're running, but it will give you an adaptation in what? I don't know, man. Androgen receptors, maybe some more myofibrillar growth. It's really hard to say. I can't tell you exactly, okay? But it's definitely going to give you something back, because it has to compensate now, because it thinks this is something regular happening now, because you're doing it more frequently. Something you're doing more frequently, it'll give you something, but it will rapidly adapt to that. To that running, it will rapidly adapt. So it doesn't get damaged with a second bout. I can't tell you why it won't get damaged with a second bout, why it's protecting itself. Why is it going in type 1, which are endurance fibers? You see what I mean? All these kinds of I can't tell you. It's an adaptation process. Why, when you go in a mountain that's like low in oxygen, your body adapts. It has to adapt to that. It has to accommodate you, because, man, you'll lose energy stores, you'll feel exhausted, fall down and faint. So it has to do something. Your body has to adapt to that climate, that cold climate, that hot climate. Maybe you're swimming. I don't know, man. Whatever the hell you're doing there, it's going to adapt somehow. But it may not be exactly what you're looking for, that adaptation that you're trying, the outcome that you're looking for may not be that outcome that you seek. It may come out as something else, because you don't know what you're doing, because you're not sure what type of adaptation you're looking for. If you know what you're looking for, a specific adaptation, so then you can shoot for that. Get it? Example, if you know that you want to jump a hoop and throw a basketball as high as you can in a hoop, what do you need to do? You need to get your body to adapt to what? Jumping. So you start jumping a lot, box jumping, jumping in the air, practicing at your jump to see how high you could get. But can you incorporate this jump into something else like running? Yeah, of course you can. Can it aid? Yeah, definitely. It's kind of a carryover jumping, sure. You need to jump out of the blocks, don't you, when you start running. So it could help you in that aspect. That's why people do jumping and running. They don't do just one modality. They're gonna do quite a few different modalities. They will run down hills. They will do box jumping, because they want their body to adapt to that at some, well, look, they want adaptations, but your body will keep adapting to that. And what do? You keep trying to jump higher. So every time it adapts, you're stronger, your jump is better. So what do you need to do to get another adaptation? You need to jump higher. You need to challenge your body as far as you could take it, so it could give you more of these adaptations and jumping higher and faster. I don't know, man. That's what it is. It's like this lifting. You keep progressively overloading it with 5 pounds every time you come in, or 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds. Your body will compensate you with something called myocytic androgen receptors, and giving you that force production. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's going to give you muscle. It itself is not going to give you a muscle.
And we can spot this pretty easy. And I have them do a bunch of tricep work. Invariably, their bench goes up 20 pounds. And when I say that with a weakling,
anybody's bench can go up by 20 pounds by incrementally adding more weight, and your body giving you an adaptation, like I just said about the box jumping. It's the same thing. Now that you've got stronger at your bench, or you're doing more repetitions or whatever, it's time to add more weight, and you keep adding more weight. See what I mean? And that's the adaptation for lifting, but that doesn't correlate to muscle. See what I mean? You may get a gravitational loading, but it'll unload, and you'll get an inflammatory response from lifting. That doesn't mean there's growth there.
On it, I don't mean a novice. So when I'm not talking about 20 pounds, where you guys are like, well, I put 20 pounds on my bench doing whatever, and I got it up to 180 to 200. No, I'm talking guys stuck at 305 and have weak triceps. Hey, we bring their triceps up.
Stuck at 305 and they have weak triceps. I don't know. How do you know that? They're not weak. They're just not practiced.
And they bench 325. But I also have lifters who have a chest weakness, and they have really, really, really strong triceps. Okay? And we do their...
They have a chest weakness but have strong triceps. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Tricep work and their tricep lifts all go up and up and up, and their bench doesn't scale. In other words, unless we get their chest bigger, it will not scale. So if I take a lifter who already has pretty strong triceps, we do more tricep work, and they get stronger on their JM presses. They get stronger on their extensions. They get stronger on all.
Maybe they do.
Go 16 inches across. The rings are 32 inches across on a standardized barbell. But if their chest gets bigger, everything goes up.
If their chest gets bigger, everything goes up. Not necessarily. It's going up because it's practiced. And you may misconstrue this glycogen in the muscle in the chest. It blows up with glycogen. It's enhanced performing. So not necessarily it's based on myofibular strength.
Doesn't matter what I use, whether it's incline, whether it's dips, tons of pause benching, dumbbells, whatever.
Think about it. If you load glycogen in your muscle, if you eat a lot of carbohydrates and you load them like crazy and you blow up and you get huge, jacked on glycogen, would your performance not be much better than it was before? Yeah, of course it would be. Would you perform better? Yes. Could you lift heavier? Yes, because even Ronnie Coleman will tell you that he didn't eat that much carbs when he was like in the certain stages. He said, I could lift heavier if I was carbed. Why do people always say that if I was carbed, I could lift heavier? Because they know it's enhanced performing. They just know this. That's why you'll have runners, they'll run and they'll drink a can of Coke. But it's a temporary type of enhancement. That can of Coke, whatever it did to them.
If the chest gets bigger, the bench goes up. And step back and think.
Deny it or not, sugar is a drug. I'm telling you, it's a drug, and it's enhanced performing as well. So yeah.
About what you guys know, when you see the people who aren't massive and they have a big bench, and then you see them shirtless, what's one of the things you always see?
Yeah, I saw that kid. He has 285. He benches more than you, Blaha. The little Asian kid. He weighs like 80 or 90 pounds. And he can bench 285. Okay? And it's not even practiced. That's why I tell people, you should know your practiced, your natural strength, mark it down, and then start practicing, and then try to equate your practice strength to your natural strength, and try to see the difference between the two. And you'll find there's not much difference. I find with people, there's not much difference. That's why they all cheat. They gotta take steroids, weird chef shit to lift heavy, creatine, whatever, to enhance their performance. But deny it or not, if you are a person that is eating carbohydrates, sugar, your performance is enhanced. It's artificially enhanced eating sugar, bro. Get it? Because it's a drug. Yeah, man.
Notice they always have really big pecs. And that was also a giveaway too. Yeah, a really big upper body equals a big bench. But what happens when you see
Big upper body equals a big bench? Not necessarily. He just said that he's seen people with no chest and they could bench heavy. Now he goes back on his word.
one of these guys who is and have all this other support musculature, but then you see their chest. Support won't contribute because it will. But those guys had built up monstrous benches and multiply, and some of them still benched 500 plus raw. But
Yeah, but guess what? They're not gonna bench that forever. They're gonna get old one day or something. Or maybe they're gonna go away, they get busy or something, and that bench is gonna go away. And it's gonna be really difficult to get it back the older you get, trust me. It gets really hard.
the lift became disproportionately tricep. Because you have a shirt that might be applying 500, 600 pounds of force out of the bottom. Right? The point where the chest does the most work, and then you set up a big arch with it on top of it. Well, yeah, that matters. And you see guys like
Yes, that matters, man. Definitely, yes. Big bench.
that, they could do a JM press with 225 for reps.
Yes, I've seen these people do that, and so what?
Okay? And caught on to that. Oh, yeah, the bench press is not a great chest.
Like, this is repetitive lifting hell right here, man. Why is he doing this? Is he doing this for his chest or his lats? Most people do this for their lats. But you do get some chest, I guess. He just keeps stretching and stretching and stretching it. It's not going anywhere. It's resilient from any damage there. You can stretch it forever. This is stupid.
Exercise, but it turned out it'll build your chest done correctly. And again, it comes down to form. Look how much power lift. It'll build your chest. Same thing for bodybuilders who then caught on to that. Oh yeah, the bench press is not a great chest exercise, but it turned out it really is in the lab. It turns out it really is historically.
Of course, bench press is great. It's great for damaging muscles if you're damaging them.
It'll build your chest done correctly.
See, he says that bench press will build your chest, and I say bench press will damage your muscle fibers, your chest. And then what will rebuild it? Food. Food will rebuild your chest. If you don't eat food, you won't build the chest. It's really simple, man.
Correctly. And again, it comes down to form. Look how much power lifters, because they're gaming the system, have worked on trying to remove the chest. Right? If you can grip it really wide, you can even take chest. Chest matters. Chest matters. It really is about having a big chest if you want a big bench. At least if you want a bench like you see me benching here, with not a big arch.
If you have more myofibrillar growth, definitely your bench will go up. Not because you have a big chest. If you have a big chest full of glycogen, will your bench go up? Well, it's enhanced performing, so you may misconstrue that. It definitely would most likely go up too. Yeah. This is crazy, stupid stuff, man.
I have long arms, feet, heels flat on the floor, long pause.
Damn, he barely lifted that. The kid could do more than him. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Tell me what you think about it. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Comment down below. Helps the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.